Well, it is week 4 of the LCS coverage brought to you by Alien. We're winding down the third day here. I'm joined by Inero Nick Smith, who today is not wearing a funky outfit like he had yesterday. Why aren't you committing to doing it every day?
Why? Why do I have to do it every day?
Because it's an exciting brand opportunity for you. Yesterday you wore, for folks that we'll get the picture put into the video, but you've been wearing some funky stuff.
Yeah, I'm just wearing big coats, Travis.
Okay.
Because it's cold.
So what? Okay, but yesterday it was not just a big coat. You had a whole ensemble.
What? The whole ensemble was exactly what I wore the day before, but
You're not washing your clothes?
No, I'm washing my clothes. It was the exact same, it was a black turtleneck and a black coat. And the day before,
it was chain.
Yeah, that was the same as the day before. Okay. What do you want from me, Travis?
I want
another coat. I'll wear another coat.
I want a funky outfit every day. Didn't you say you had some other stuff you were trying too, or is this the only thing you've tried so far?
Other stuff I was trying.
I just think you should I love the idea. When we were talking yesterday, for those that don't know, we were talking, and you were talking about how you were realizing that there's actually a pretty wide range of things that coaches can wear on stage. It's just not a T-shirt, right?
Yeah, it just can't be a T-shirt. No, because I realized I got really annoyed in the past. Reaper would always show up. It was when he was on C9, and then he ended up on 100 Thieves, and he'd always have a T-shirt and a blazer. And I was forced to wear a suit, and I was really confused why I wasn't allowed to just wear, comfortable stuff, because I hate wearing a suit. And then, I realized, wait, I can just wear a T-shirt and then just wear a coat of some kind. Okay. So I started wearing coats. I copied our assistant coach who was doing that last year. Okay. So...
Well, now you're just wearing... Was this what you wore on stage today, the polo?
Yes, I have a polo shirt. Okay. This is courtesy of Samuel Broadley, Spooks. Okay. His idea. Okay. I was going to say, he made you that shirt? I feel like it's probably available on the Golden Guardians. No,
There's nobody behind us. You're losing your mind.
No, our team came, so I thought, the coaches would be back there. Oh. No, the other coaches always just wear the polo. Okay. So.
Gotcha.
I just thought I would rock the same.
So, Golden Guardians... You guys are now 5-4. This is, I believe, the best start you have ever had with a Golden Guardians roster, and it's positive. You're ending their first round robin positive. Golden Guardians, it's not this. Normally, you guys get really good towards the end, and you're beating TSM and making them scared for their lives for Worlds and all that stuff. But yes, but now you guys are positive in the beginning. So what does that mean about how you guys are going to end?
I don't know, man. What do you want me to say to that, Travis? I think we'll do worse, actually. I think we'll do really poorly. As a coach, I think that's the best answer I could give.
You can manage expectations. You can play up the hype. There's a wide range of things you could do here that are not just you going super negative. You could say, people need to still remember this is a development roster, and so, we think we're good, whatever. Or you could also say... You could be like that scooter guy. That was not even a motorcycle.
The worst scooter I've ever seen. Yeah. That was pretty bad.
To be clear, it looks like a step above a bird.
Those, wheel things that people they're just on a wheel and they stand and move. Yes. They look like that, but a scooter.
Sorry, we don't have footage of it, but you can imagine. Anyway, so yes, you have a variety of things to talk about with the fact that you guys are now positive in your first round robin of the year.
Yeah, no, I think we're about where we're at as a team in relation to the rest. Usually what happens is we're coming out and we're performing pretty poorly compared to where we actually are in scrims and everything. I pretty heavily focus early on in the split, primarily on early game, which is why a lot of the teams that I'm working on, I think we start off and we have, big gold leads that we just throw into the ground pretty often. I think that's been an unfortunate theme that has followed me my entire career. No, we shifted on things pretty fast with that, and we managed to pick up wins in games that we had been throwing, so it kind of helps out the record even out. But no, I expect as the season goes, of course, we're going to actually improve on those things and make the games actually cleaner to end. So yeah, I always expect us to do better towards the end. We did 5-4 this time. I expect us to do better than that in the second half of it. But right now, I think we're performing about where we're at as a team with our problems.
Okay. Lost seems to be doing very well. I actually interviewed Bjergsen earlier, and he pointed out that he beat PoE and the TSM players. Maybe I pointed that out, but he said he pointed out that he lost to Lost. Yeah. So, what has it been like working with Lost, and what have you seen from him this year?
No, working with Lost has been great. I don't know. I kind of knew what I was going to get when Lawrence came over. He No, he was always a really good player. When I picked him up on Echo Fox, I had a really high opinion of him. That didn't really change through everything. I think environment can do a lot for a person and do a lot for a player. And especially with the way a team plays, it can really, really change just how well you do, you know? So in this, like, we've done a really, really good job, I think, of trying to enable our bot lane to do the best they can to succeed. Earlier parts of the split and earlier parts of practice, we weren't necessarily doing that, but we shifted our focus pretty heavily. And I think it's like a pretty obvious thing we're doing towards bottom success. And yeah, no, I feel like him and Ole work together really well. And as long as he's being enabled, I think he's a really good player. And he definitely came in with the mindset this year. He wanted to be a lot more aggressive and kind of make flips on stage and play less to just like be safe and kind of get like carried through the game. So I think he came in with a good mentality. We're doing everything we can to actually like foster that and, you know, improve him as a person and as a player. So I don't know, dude. I think environment does a lot. I think everyone's obviously heard a lot about just TSM environment. I think that can kind of screw you over as a player if you're not not handling it super well, you know.
Is the implication here that you think Lost might be better set up to succeed in the Golden Guardians environment than the TSM one?
Yeah, I definitely think so. But it always depends too. Sometimes teams aren't setting up like one person on their team for success. They're setting up around something else. So he was definitely in a bit more of like a role player position on TSM, and we're definitely doing less of that here. We're definitely trying to put him in more of like a carry position and seeing how he functions with that. So like just a team dynamic like that can change a lot for people. Like same with Licorice when he came over. Like just an environment shift can do a lot to change up how players doing.
All right, shifting over. Is there any part of you that is just fuming about Champions Queue? Because I ask this because I know that you built and you worked with some folks to build something that was very much like this, and it then like people kind of abandoned it. It wasn't getting attention. Now they've like repainted it. They've had like a racing stripe alongside the side of it, and now everybody's like introducing Champions Queue, powered by a Golden Guardians Discord bot. So I guess I'm curious what your take is on Champions Queue, and if any part of you is just like, what the heck?
No, I like it. I think Champions Queue is obviously working really well. No, when I worked to like make in-houses and stuff like function, I think I made it like pretty clear publicly that I was just trying to solve for an issue that people had put out there. So if it got used, sick. If it didn't get used, also sick. Yeah. I didn't really care. It is kind of funny to see it like kind of pop off now, considering complaints that people have about some of the players that are in there, and considering the players that we had in the in-houses initially, and it was just LCS and Academy. So that part's kind of funny to see, but ultimately, like, I don't care. I think it's good. Like, the practice is clearly better. All of our players love doing it. I think the people that are playing a lot of Champions Q2 are finding a lot more success on stage. So, like, shit, I'm happy with it. Doesn't bother me at all.
What do you think the difference is? Like, why is it working now versus before? Is it all marketing? Is it lower queue times? Is it maybe like the fact that they window it so it's active during certain times?
The window thing probably helps a little bit with it. But I also think just small quality of life things, like you literally click a button, like just good functionality like that we never put into it really. You had to like type !Q in your role for it. I think that definitely helps. But then of course money was something we weren't allowed to like try and like crowdfund for or sponsor in any way when we made it. So everyone likes money, you know? Yeah. I think money's a good motivator.
Are you motivated by money?
No, not really. I don't give a shit about money, Travis.
So not everybody likes money then.
I mean, no one hates money. Yeah. Like, okay, I don't love money, Travis, but I like having money, you know? Like, if you're going to give me money, I'd be like, oh, it's sick. Okay. Like, if I get to go play League of Legends all day and then also get money if I do well at it, I'm going to be like, oh, sick. I'll probably do that because I'm going to play League of Legends anyways. So I might as well get money for it, right? Yeah.
Do you think you saying you don't really care about money is damaging at all to your future negotiations with your employer?
No, I've already signed my contract. Okay. I'm guaranteed through 2024, okay. So I'm vibing.
Okay, you're vibing.
I'm vibing.
Do you think there are any other LCS pros that ever sign a long contract and then just start vibing?
Yeah. No, exactly. That happens all the time, especially with guaranteed contracts. Yeah. So
do you have it
is what it is.
Do you have a guaranteed contract?
Yeah, that's what I said, but okay. I just wanted it. So, I mean, life as a coach can always be stressful because you never really know what's going to happen. Obviously, same as a player. Yeah. But no, it makes you more willing to take willing to take risks with things when you're on a guarantee. So
you're not worried if you lose a bunch of games, you're not like, oh God, am I out?
Yeah, I was never really worried about that in the first place. Obviously, like I've come in and lost a lot of games on teams, but as long as I, finish strong and do my job and we're seeing results from it, I know I'm fine. But now it's just like, wow, I especially know that the org has confidence in what I'm doing because I've done it before. So definitely feels good.
All right. Any predictions from you on how you said you expect to do better in your second round robin than your first?
Yeah.
So you went 5-4. Looking at the next 9 games, what are you gonna get? What's your wins loss?
6-3 is a minimum.
Okay.
There you go.
Sick.
Travis. Yeah, no problem.
Sick. Anything less than 6-3 is a failure, is what I'm hearing.
Failure, and I deserve to be fired and lose my contract. Okay. I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that's the tagline.
But if you get fired, you're still gonna. It's guaranteed.
Yes.
Okay. So you just want to get paid out. That's what I'm hearing.
No, Travis. I just want to compete. I think we will be 6-3 at the minimum.
Okay.
Yes. That's the tagline.
Nice. I always love the practicality of the Golden Guardians team.
LS quote. It was like, if we don't go 2-0 this weekend, like something's terribly wrong or some shit like that.
Yeah.
If we don't go 6-3, something's terribly wrong.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. I'll use that as a headline for this interview. Anyway, is there anything you want to say to the fans in Inero?
Hello, 3 GGS fans. Appreciate you guys. Nah, just kidding. Obviously, thanks for all the support for people out there. I know people never really know what to expect from us. I kind of like that. I think it's a little bit more fun, but hopefully you guys are, enjoying the surprising games that we get, all the performances that are out there. I know they're probably a little bit stressful. I know the first 4 games stressed me the hell out. Yeah, thanks for sticking there, the guys that are there, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you. We're going to wrap up this interview because the sun has hit a window right there, which is just blasting into our faces. So we probably look pretty well lit.
You want to turn the camera to the sun?
To the sun? I don't want to damage my camera.
No, let's damage it.
Okay. Well, we have an ND filter on, which is it's kind of like putting sunglasses on your.
An ND filter.
Yeah,
nice. Got the Instagram.
Neutral density, I believe, is what it's referred to. I'm a very proficient. People think that all I do is just make dumb jokes on the camera. I've learned how to produce content.
Happy for you, Travis. Good job. After all these years.
You can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. Sometimes you find yourself in the darkness. So why not step out into the light with brilliant monitors from Alienware, which you can get at alienware.com/Travis. There's a link in the description below. There's also fantastic notebooks and desktops. Their notebooks have wonderful panels on those as well if you're looking for a wonderful monitor, something 4K, maybe high refresh rate. Anyway, check out the description below. And by the way, it's so great to be filming these dumb outros back in front of the studio again. Dumb because I make them dumb, not because my sponsors are dumb. They're very, very cool.